Welcome to this video. In this video, you will learn what is anchor text, the types of anchor text to use, and how to optimize your anchor text in SEO. Don't skip any part of this video. This will guide you on the proper optimization of anchor text. If this is your first time of watching my video, I create videos on SEO just like the one you are watching right now, blogging tips, and how to make money online. So subscribe to this channel to get notification whenever I make new videos. Now back to the topic. What is anchor text? Anchor text is a clickable text of an hyperlink a user sees. This is an example of anchor text. Anchor text can be internal or external, but for this video, I shall be talking about the external anchor text. It is very important when building backlinks. It can mar or make your link building strategy. Google uses external anchor text to help understand what your page is all about, its relevancy, and also for which keywords it should rank for. For example, if you want to rank a post for the keyword buy a car, you should have links having buy a car as anchor text pointing to that page or post you want to rank for. But that doesn't mean the anchor text of all your links should be buy a car. That is link spamming or anchor text over optimization, and your site will suffer the consequences. There are many ways to avoid anchor text over optimization, and that is by using variation of anchor text. This brings us to the types of anchor text to use. For example, someone wants to link to this particular post. What is backlinks? What is backlinks? The primary keyword for this post is backlinks. The following are the ways it might be linked. Exact. This contains only the exact keyword or phrase you want to rank for. You can see it. This is how you can get backlinks for your site. So this is an example of exact. Then we have the partial. Match anchor text. This contains the keyword or phrase. This contains the keyword or phrase and other words in it. For example, you can see this is a complete guide. So backlinks and guide, the combination makes it a partial match anchor text. Then we have the random or generic. The random or generic does not contain the keyword or phrase, does not contain the target keyword. So you see, click here to see how to do backlinks. So this is a generic anchor text. You can use visit site, see. These are all examples of anchor of random or generic anchor text. Then we have the long phrase anchor text. This is a combination of the target keywords and other words, but in this case it is very long. So this is it. Then we have the brand anchor text. In this case, the name of the site is used as anchor text. For example, you can see you will learn how to do backlinks on identify. So identify is anchor text. This is a brand anchor text. Then lastly, we have naked or URL. In this case, we use the URL of that post or of that page you want to create links on, you want to send backlinks to as the anchor text. So this is anchor text 4. This is an example of naked or URL anchor text. Now the question is, what should be the anchor text, or what anchor text strategy should I use in creating anchor text for a particular post or page? Having the right anchor text ratio will help in increasing your site rank in search engine result pages. For exact anchor text, it should be less than 10%. For brand or URL, it should be up to 55%. Generic 15%, and long phrase 20%. Tips of using anchor text. Never use the same target anchor text more than once. Vary it. You can get ideas on the variation of anchor text by using Google Search Console and a keyword research tool. For Google Search Console, if you want to get variation of your keywords, go to your Google Console account, click on Performance, then scroll down and click on Pages, then look for the URL of the page you want to build backlinks to. If it has been indexed on Google, you will see it here. Let's say this is the URL we want to build backlinks to. Or click on this, then click on Queries. Then these queries, you can see this is all the generated or variation of the keywords you can use to build backlinks to your site or to this post. This is the variation. So you copy and use any of these keywords as anchor text. So the second method is using any keyword research tool. There are many keyword research tools you can use. There are many keyword research tools you can use for this. Any one would be good for you. Just type the keywords you want to use. You want to get variation of it on the keyword research tool, then search for it. So the keyword research will generate tons of keywords, variation of that keywords you can use to do backlinks to your site. 2. Vary the URL. You need to vary. If you're using a naked URL, if you're using URL as anchor text, you need to vary it. Don't use the same URL you're building backlinks. For example, look at this is a variation of my URL, identify.com/backlinks. Then the second way to vary it, I added www.identify.com/backlinks. Another way to vary it is this by adding a backslash to it. This is another method to vary the URL. So vary the URL when building backlinks if you are using URL as an anchor text. Then use your post title. Use your post title as an anchor text. Let's say this is your post. This is the post you want to create backlinks. You can use this as the anchor text. You can use it as the anchor text. Then you can break up the keyword phrase if you're stuck. Let's say your keyword is backlinks. Your keyword is backlinks. You can break it up to become back then space links. That's backlinks. You can break it up to be backlinks to it. Another tip in using anchor text is use synonyms as possible, if possible. Use synonyms if possible. Let's say your anchor text. Your anchor text is car. Instead of using car in every of your anchor text, you can change it to motor, vehicle, bus. All these are synonyms to car. So instead of using just car, you can change it to something close to car or can be referred or has the same meaning as car. Has the same meaning as car. So lastly, you can include the target keyword and brand and your brand. Let's say the target keyword is backlinks. Then we can use it in this form. We can add backlinks or identify or backlinks identify. You can use that as an anchor text for your page or post. Now the question is, if you are building backlinks the wrong way or using the wrong anchor text or you have optimized your backlinks anchor text, what are you going to do? Don't change your existing anchor text. It will seem unnatural. Instead, delete them and create new ones. I'll repeat that again. If you've messed up in your backlinks building processes, don't change them. Instead, delete them and create new ones. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video. I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.